Here's the good news, for those of you just waking up today. Atlanta, once again, gave us one of the best NASCAR races of the season. Ryan Blaney won this morning with a thrilling last-lap pass, holding off Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell, Carson Hocevar, and a slew of other drivers at the line. Now the bad news. Yes, I said this morning. You read that right. Ryan Blaney won a NASCAR race that finished at 3 a.m. For those reading this with your coffee, it literally ended in Atlanta a few hours ago. The track is still hot. The haulers are still leaving. I'm fairly certain Blaney just finished his presser. Again, nobody saw the best finish of the season because NASCAR, for some ungodly reason, chose to restart a rain-delayed race at 12:01 a.m. Why? I have no idea. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. But I reckon that's why I'm here, to fill in the gaps because you all were sleeping. That's why they pay me the medium bucks, for days like these. Do I like it? Nope. Do I understand it? Again, nope. Do I think NASCAR did the fans a disservice? Sure do. A big one. We'll get into it. What else? I've got Bubba Wallace being penalized at the finish and taking a shot at Toyota, and an absolutely bitter exchange between William Byron and his crew chief. These two might just hate each other. You'll see. 4 tires, a splash of Sunoco racing fuel, and maybe an Adderall for the next time NASCAR decides to start a race at midnight on a Sunday, Monday morning pit stop. The Wakey Wakey Eggs and Backy edition is live. Atlanta deserves better than what NASCAR gave them this weekend. You see, an amazing finish, a great race. I've said it for years now, Atlanta has become the best races of the season. If you're new to NASCAR and looking for one track to go to, pick Atlanta. Not Daytona, not Talladega, not Bristol or Darlington. Atlanta. They repaved and rebanked it a few years ago, making it a smaller version of Daytona or Talladega, and it's produced the absolute best racing for about 3 years now. None of that fuel mileage crap we get at the big super speedways. None of that single-file crap we get for 80 laps at Daytona, because everyone's just trying to get to the end. Real racing. God, Dale would have loved this place. Anyway, I praise Atlanta, of course, to dump on NASCAR. They screwed Atlanta this weekend. Everyone knew the rain was coming, and the race wasn't moved up at all, even a little bit. It started late on a Sunday night. The rain came about 100 laps in, and then they decided to wait it out for 3 hours instead of just running it today. I'm certainly no advocate for Monday races, and I understand the weather today looks ominous, another reason to have moved the race up last night. But lordy, who in the world stayed up till 3 a.m. to watch that finish? But there's just no chance any working-class American east of the Mississippi or south of the Mason-Dixon saw Ryan Blaney win. Hell, I didn't even make it to the restart. Midnight on a work night, when I'm up at 6 a.m. the next morning, with 2 toddlers at the house? Yeah, no shot. No chance. That's silly talk. It was a great race at the best track on the schedule. NASCAR needed to do better this weekend. The fans at home and at the track deserved better.